So, M now realizes that the scene in Bondi was actually assault. I didn't know what was going to happen, and so now you know they wanted. I mean, what shrink devises that kind of plan just to get your scent on me? I mean, it was just revolting. I hope by now are beginning to realize how much assault has gone through because of all that, and there's no amount of forgiveness on any of it. Uh, I'm with Team T all the way. With that, I perpetually, you're not grasping that afternoon tea. It was assault. Do you understand? I mean, there was no sexual assault, but it was coming into someone's home and hijacking and obviously doing a skit. I camped it up. It's it's like when I wrote in the thing, I needed a jumper. What I was saying was I wanted a certain jumper for that certain outfit. And but look at that, what happened, that where it was at and what actually happened. That's what I was drawing light to. You in turn then have everybody jumping. You know, I mean, I made that Yeth character so blatantly obvious that there was nastiness going on. I say that the daughter, it was meant to be that all the middle class mothers had no concept of what was going on with their children. Um, I was sorry to sound such a wanker, but I was in Yale, and I think it was Yale, and there was an English mother and with her daughter, and she was pumped up. Her daughter was at Yale, and but the thing about Yale is that you couldn't go any more than 2 blocks. There was security everywhere. Well, when someone gets shot, what do you and but that's got a Yale degree, like, what, you're going to live off that for the rest of your life? Oh, but she went to Yale. No, that's not smart. That's not a sign of intelligence to send anywhere anybody, any member of the family, to be shot, is it? There's no hierarchy. There's no um anything that is higher, is better, that you can live off the fact that you sent your child somewhere to be shot. Don't be that foolish. So I think I've hopefully covered everything. I'm going to go through everything again and then uh, see if what I can add. Uh, with that whole Vancouver thing, the thing is, because I don't know, who's who and what's what. And the last thing I'm doing is giving any of those types of compliments. I did like, you've my so the other Joel, no one, you don't want to hear this. You don't want to hear this. But I have a witness, that's the problem. Uh, he decided to create a personality. He thought in his wisdom, which of course he had none, that he could create a personality, and that obviously was centered around him. And so, and then that was then used, and everything was wiped away. Everything. I was not perceived as a human being. I was perceived as someone that could be assaulted, whose brain could be completely annihilated, and it was all for a certain person. And I know, and that's why I didn't step forward, and I was angry. And to think you then took that and then got the other one to be in the project and then bring the girlfriend. I mean, it was just too much. you really made me out to be this, I don't know, the person that he really was. And I was the one that was offered the contract. Right. These, because no, my whole personality has been completely irradiated, invaded, and raided, and erased. Here goes. I don't like anything that's space. I don't like anything that's, I believe it's very sloppy storylines. I don't like anything that's dark. I don't like any copying things. I really don't. Yeah, I don't watch a sequel, a copy of anything. I do not think that I think that you like me if you do a copy of a movie that I liked. Oh, here I would like to thank that author that did write that book, because I had no one, and I know she's dead now, and I wish to God, I'm so sorry that my memory came so many years after her death, but I'd like to say to her family, I don't know why I'm crying, but she was a wonderful person to do that. And those two characters really, really helped me. First of all, they were human, humanized me back to, that I did have feelings. And to think that that one who took me is the one that has raped me and invaded me, and to this day believes that I like him. Please do something about him.